Welcome to Mina's Bookshelf. Today I would like to talk about an oracle deck that I haven't seen mentioned a lot on YouTube, and that is the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle Cards, a 44 card deck and guidebook to awaken and align with your true power by Shannon Kaiser, published by Sounds True. This is a beautiful deck. I fortuitously found it mentioned on social media once, and that was the only the only mention of it that I found. And I would really like to give some exposure to this beautiful deck of not only affirmation cards. It's a great deck for spiritual exploration, for meditation, for guidance, and it could be a great clarifier deck for divinatory readings. I'm reading from the back of the box. Learn to trust and believe in your true power. Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle Cards, an interactive 44 card deck designed and written by acclaimed coach, teacher, speaker, and author Shannon Kaiser, offers empowering insights and practices to help you find peace and strength amid the chaos. This oracle deck helps you gain the confidence to be true to yourself with the support of the divine wisdom and energies all around you. Shannon Kaiser is the best-selling author of The Self-Love Experiment, Adventures for Your Soul, and more. She's been named your go-to happiness booster by Health Magazine, and you can learn more at playwiththeworld.com. It's a beautiful collage art deck, and what I love about it, this is the box, this is the guidebook. What I love about it, as you can see very soon, is that it is, as mentioned in the back of the box, an interactive deck, in the sense that each card showcases a banner on the bottom with a key phrase and a question, which could be a great prompt for meditation, action, a call to action, and journaling as well. But let's get through quickly through the guidebook first. The deck is not in order because I've been using it every day since I got it. So this is the guidebook. It's a pretty hefty one. I don't see the numbers. Oh, yes, I do. Now I do. 128 pages. So there is a table of contents. The cards are numbered, so it's pretty easy to find them, to find the meanings on the book. A welcome introduction. Embrace the adventure for your soul, how to get the most out of this deck. This 44 card deck is a tool to guide you to awaken and align with your true power, the innate wisdom of your soul, and the loving support of the universe. There are 44 cards because this sacred number can provide strength and energy to overcome impossible obstacles. I have to say, I've been using this deck every single day since I got it, and I find it very supportive and also insightful as a clarification to divinatory readings, as a final guidance, as a final clarification to some messages that came through the tarot. Each of the cards has a general message, a divine assignment, and some of them also have additional meanings, and then a question to ask, which is an invitation to reflect. And then we can go through the different steps, align with the moment, shuffle the cards, connect you with your inner guide, ask your question, and your answer, consult the guidebook. We have a few spreads: the attunement spread, the single card spread, the 3-card spread, the sacred solution spread, 3-card reading, triangle spread, connect to calm spread, 5-card draw, and the 5-card cross. And then we go into the cards, and you get a black and white thumbnail, the key phrase, key sentence that you find on the bottom of the card, a divine assignment, and a question to ask. Some of the cards also have an additional meaning. Not all of them do. Let's see an example. Like, for example, this one, card number 22. This is not your practice life, decide. There's a general meaning. There is a divine assignment, an additional meaning, and questions to ask. Question to ask. All right, let's get to the cards themselves. I've edged them using a matte gold ink pad, this one, which was not loaded with ink because I've been using this for many other decks. So it came out perfectly, very light, and I love it because it really matches the artwork and the backings. They are beautiful. This might look like gold gilded foil, but it's not. Okay, so we have, let's see. So it's a collage art deck in the vein of the Danielle Noel decks, for example. So it would be a perfect match for that deck if you want to use it in combination with a tarot. So we have, out of the woods, you made it through. What newness is emerging? Collage art deck might be a little, sometimes the images are too crowded for intuitive readings, but there can be a few elements in these pictures, in these pictures, that can give you an idea of what the meaning might be. You might get inspiration from that, but absolutely you can rely on these key sentences, key phrases here. You can make it through. Your higher self is always guiding you, and the question is, what wisdom does your higher self have for you? I'll read just a few. You create your own reality. What you want wants you to. What do you want to experience? This is almost like a full card in a traditional tarot deck. Eliminate distraction. Stop shining light on the things you're not. Since the author mentions the numerological correspondence of the number of cards to an angelic number, number 44, I would say that you can also use the number that is on top of this triangle here as a nuance, an additional layer to give meaning to the card itself. You are the truth seeker, awakening, actualizing, transcending. The universe rewards motion. And this could be also like a full card, like a magician. I see this person beginning a journey. It's very cosmic. Flowers and planets and animals, all the typical things you will find on, for example, the Muse Tarot by Chris Henn, the Star Child Tarot by Danielle Noel. Midas touch. Things are working out in your favor. In what ways are you abundant right now? You can clearly see somebody here starting a journey through a maze. You heal by releasing, not suppressing. What emotions did you need to feel? Very colorful. Rest, renew, recharge. Need a cup of tea. Don't run from the darkness. Embrace your shadow self. It reminds me a lot also of the Work Your Light Oracle deck, published by Hay House. This is a mass market deck, I believe. It's published by a very small press. For those of you that look for diversity and representation in the deck, you will certainly find it. We have genders represented, ethnicities, ages, and body types too. They're all included. To receive, you must release. What can you let go of? What do you want to receive? There's sacred geometry. Oh, I love this one too. You are the image maker. What you focus on manifests. This is your magician card. A couple of the cards came with a little bit of discoloration here on the black banner. Just 2 cards, and I covered them with a Sharpie. I didn't feel like returning the entire deck to Amazon just for a couple of cards. It's a very affordable deck, but just be aware of that. I might get in touch with the publisher and see if there's anything they can do. Maybe just replace the couple of cards. What is has no bearing on what will be. Love that. I'm not reading every single card, otherwise this deck is going to take too much of your time, but please feel free to pause the video. If you see a card that catches your fancy and speaks to you, you can pause the video and try to read the message on the bottom. I would like to give you also an idea of how to work with this. The cardstock is laminated. It's flexible, it's not thick, but it's not even too thin, and it looks like it's going to hold up pretty well. I mean, I've been using it every day. I've been riffle shuffling, I've been side shuffling, and the cards are just fine. My hands are small, but I can still work this way. Okay, shuffle this way as well, or this way, dropping them sideways. It's my favorite way when it comes to large cards. This one. Eliminate distractions. Stop shining light on things you are not. How can you reclaim your power? And let's see it in combinations with other decks. For example, we can start with the Muse Tarot by Chrisanne. I want to, make it a little bigger. Zoom in a little. Although I have the reflection of the light from my window. Let's see. We have rest, renew, and recharge between the 9 of Voices, which is the 9 of Swords in this deck, and the World card. Looks good. Then we have You Are the Image Maker. What you focus on manifests in between the 4 materials, which is the 4 of Pentacles in this deck, and the Inspiration, the 6 of Inspiration, which is the 6 of Wands. one more from this deck. We have to receive, you must release in between the Moon card and the Magician card. And I think it pairs really well with the Muse Tarot by Chris N. We might use it also in combination with another Oracle deck, and this is the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Linn. This would be a great combination for path working. Take a journey through the landscapes on your card for meditation. We have to receive, you must release between adventures and going forward, of course, leaving something behind and moving forward. Excuse me. We have the Midas touch. Things are working out in your favor in between trust and happiness. What a beautiful message. And then soul alignment. It's time for a radical change in between simplicity and voyage. And that was the pairing with Denise Linn's Sacred Destiny deck. Let's try it with the Star Child Tarot by Danielle Noel. This is the edition, the replica of the original edition. The one that has a different coloration and the rose petal finish on the cards. It's a beautiful deck. I love it. It's one of my soul's deck. And we have soul alignment. It's time for radical change between the star seed and the Nine of Wands. And then breathe. This moment matters the most between the Ace of Crystals and the Seven of Wands. I hope you can find a message in the cards I'm drawing right now. Maybe an inspiration for the day. And then the responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. Take responsibility between the Page of Swords and the Sun. All right, and that was the Star Child Tarot, the original. Actually, let's take a look also at the Akashic version of the Star Child to see how it looks like. I would say aesthetically, thematically, and energetically, this is the perfect match for the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle deck. We have oneness is the way between the Queen of Crystals and the Strength card. You are the joy seeker between the Four of Crystals and the Empress. So finding joy in the material world, in the gratification of your senses. This is what I would read in that combination. And then come together. We need each other in between the Eight of Swords and the Page of Crystals. And you heal by releasing, not suppressing, between the Two of Wands and the Nine of Cups. So as you can tell, it's a very spiritual oracle deck. So as I said before, I'll repeat myself, it is a great affirmation deck, but I can testify that it can also be a great tool for divinatory readings. I would pair it also with another deck by Danielle Noel, and that's the Moonchild Tarot. We have deep inward journey. You'll be rewarded for the work between the King of Pentacles, of course, and the Ten of Swords. Turn your worry into wonder. Surrender to the experience in between the Empress and the Ace of Swords. And rise above. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath between Strength and the Tower. So this was the pairing with the Moonchild Tarot by Danielle Noel. And one last look at another oracle deck. Of course, the Work Your Light oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. These are like two sisters decks. Align your life and leap. And in between the Rise Above It card. Great Awakening, walk in your truth, stand firm in your light between protection and share your voice. And prioritize self-love and care in between take a break and the Great Gathering. Oh, that's awesome. It's perfect. When peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist between Break the Chain and Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. So great combination of cards with this deck. Of course, they're very similar. Great energy, great cosmic energy, and thematically very compatible. So this was a look at the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle cards. I invite you to research it online, to take a look and give it a chance, because it's a beautiful deck. It's a hug deck, as some readers would say. It really is a great way to start your day, or to make some meditation and self-reflection at the end of a day, especially when there was you know, some negative energy around you and you need something to uplift you and pick you up. Thank you so much for being with me for this walkthrough and pairing video, and I invite you to like, share, comment, share your experience in the comment section, and until next time, many blessings. Thank you.